Why women stay interested but never fully commit. Most men don't understand this situation at all. You meet a woman. She talks to you. She replies to your messages. She laughs. She engages with you. At first, everything feels like it is moving forward. There is attention. There is communication. There is connection. So naturally, you assume something is building. You start thinking, this might actually go somewhere. But then something strange happens. She never fully commits. She never defines what you are. She never clearly chooses you. She stays in that middle space. Not a stranger, but not a partner either. And this is where confusion begins. Because from your side, everything looks active. But from her side, nothing is being decided. So the man starts doing what most men do. He tries harder. He gives more attention. He becomes more available. He waits longer. He overthinks more, thinking that something is missing from his side. But the truth is usually not that something is missing. The truth is that the emotional structure is not moving forward. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why this happens in real life. Not in a complicated way, in a simple, clear way that you can actually understand and apply. 1. She is enjoying the experience, not building with you. One of the biggest mistakes men make is confusing enjoyment with intention. Just because a woman enjoys talking to you does not mean she's building something with you. There's a big difference between those two things. Enjoyment means, I like this moment. Building means, I see where this is going. Many men only experience enjoyment from her side. She laughs. She replies. She reacts. She engages in conversation. So everything feels good. But behind that, there is no forward movement. Let's break it down simply. A woman can enjoy talking to you like she enjoys a show on her phone. It is entertaining. It is fun. It is light. But entertainment does not always become commitment. Because entertainment is about the moment, not the future. And this is where men get stuck emotionally. They assume consistency means progress. But consistency without direction is just repetition. 2. The relationship never leaves the comfort zone. Comfort is one of the most misunderstood things in dating. Most men think, if she's comfortable with me, that is a good thing. And yes, comfort is good, but comfort alone is not enough. Because comfort without emotional growth becomes stagnation. Let's explain this in real terms. A man meets a woman. They start talking. Everything feels smooth. No stress. It feels easy. So the man assumes, this is going well. But what is actually happening is something else. The relationship is staying in the same emotional temperature. No rise. No dips. No change. And when something never changes emotionally, the brain stops seeing it as something developing. It becomes routine. And routine does not create emotional attachment. It only creates familiarity. And familiarity alone does not lead to commitment. 3. You never created a reason for her to move forward. This is something most men don't think about. They assume, if things are going well, she will naturally move forward. But that is not how human behavior works. People move forward when there is a reason to move forward. If everything is comfortable, stable, and easy, there is no urgency, no emotional pressure, no need to define anything. So she stays exactly where she is. Not because she's playing games, but because nothing is asking her to change her position. For example, a man talks to a woman for weeks. They are friendly. They are comfortable. They talk often. But nothing changes emotionally. No escalation. No clarity. No shift in dynamic. So from her perspective, there is no reason to make a decision. And when there is no reason to decide, people naturally stay undecided. 4. You became too predictable emotionally. Predictability feels safe, but too much predictability kills emotional tension. And without emotional tension, attraction weakens. Let's explain this simply. When a man reacts the same way every time, always available, always consistent, always easy to reach, always emotionally stable in a flat way, the emotional experience becomes flat. There is no contrast, no change in energy, no emotional surprise. And without contrast, the brain stops being stimulated. For example, if every conversation feels the same, every reply feels the same, every interaction feels the same, then nothing stands out emotionally. And when nothing stands out, nothing becomes memorable. And when nothing becomes memorable, nothing deepens. 5. She does not feel emotional investment from both sides. One of the strongest drivers of commitment is mutual investment, not just one-sided effort. Mutual emotional investment means both people feel like they are building something together. But in many situations, the dynamic becomes unbalanced. One person invests more emotionally, more attention, more effort, more consistency, more emotional availability, while the other person simply responds, not because they are bad, but because the structure allows it. And when someone is receiving more than they are giving, they naturally stay in a passive role. And passive roles do not lead to commitment decisions. They lead to comfort. 6. There is no emotional turning point. Every relationship that becomes serious has a turning point. Something shifts. Something deepens. Something changes the emotional direction. But in many situations like this, that moment never happens. Everything stays the same. No escalation, no emotional shift, no change in how both people see each other. So the connection stays in a holding pattern, active but not evolving, present but not growing. And over time, that becomes the identity of the connection. 7. Why men get confused for months. This is where frustration really builds. Because from a man's perspective, she is still replying, still engaging, still present. So it feels like something is happening. But emotionally, nothing is progressing. And because there is no rejection, no clear ending, no obvious problem, he keeps investing, hoping something will change naturally. But emotional structure does not change on its own. It changes when behavior changes. At the end of the day, most men are not dealing with rejection. They're dealing with a lack of emotional direction. Because when there is engagement without investment, comfort without depth, interaction without progression, the connection stays stuck in the middle, not ending but not growing. So if you take anything from this video, take this. Attention is not commitment. Comfort is not choice. Presence is not direction. Commitment only happens when emotional structure, balance, and progression exist naturally over time. And once you understand that, you stop confusing activity with real progress. Click the subscribe button, like, share, and follow for more.